Greetings everyone, it is me, Gigalem, and welcome back to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. In the last part, we've started the Meta Nightmare and already blazed through 3 worlds and a half. And the first one, well, I got hit by the first enemy I saw. This does not bode well. Like, seriously, it does not. Ugh. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in the first 30 seconds of the part, aren't I? Gotta be absolutely careful, because if you're not careful, well... It's always the birds. Ugh, get away from the birds. Like, I'm not going to be able to outspeed this. Well... of course, of all things to kill me, it's a Waddle Dee. This game and its 3 hit points. I really don't like this hit point system. Like, I'm so glad, like, this system will never come back in the Kirby game. I never want to see this system return because it's not a good system. Because it's just like... You gotta be careful with this one. This is Fan. Of course, Fan is definitely going to be the kind to just roll around and not care how close they get. And yeah, that feels good to not to avoid damage from. It's just you can just cleave everything with this sword. On top of that, this sword does make an appearance in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. If you were to swallow Meta Knight's sword in like Meta Knight's Galaxia, I believe that's what it's called. And, you know, before the second phase, well, Meta Knight comes back with the sword I'm holding right now. I couldn't believe that there was a sword before the before Galaxia. Okay, there's a 1-up in that room. I'm not gonna go for it because it just wouldn't be worth it. But I completely forgot what it looked like during this era of Kirby. Like, it goes to this room. This room is harder to get to in the remake. Of course, at the very least, it's much easier to... Well, don't do that. All that for a 1-up. But yeah, this level, I know what this level has. It's another Meta Knight encounter. So, yeah. The most cramped space possible. I'm already down to 1 HP. That's how bad it is. Ugh! Get hit! Goodness. Ugh! Wait for him to swing the mace and... Oh! Ooh. Ooh. Sometimes I feel like the game does not recognize me hitting an enemy sometimes, because it's just like, the game did not like me talking down on it again. Screw it, we'll just damage buffer to get the 1-up. Just constantly getting a 1-up that I lose back. Boy, I wish I could just do the damage buffering through these spikes, but I just can't. I hit down. But yeah. Usually, this is kind of a bit of a victory lap, but being able to see Meta Knight just breeze through stages like these, and guess what? It's Mr. TikTok again! And, that was Mr. TikTok again. Enter. And guess what? It's another room you don't need the light ability for. There we go. But of course... seriously? There we go. This game and not wanting to make... Yeah, way to burn the lives you just gained. Ooh. I seriously don't like it. I don't like when enemies get so uncomfortably close to me. But yeah. That just leaves the boss at this level, and guess what? It's Krakow. So mash that A button because Krakow will indeed catch up. Like seriously. Meta Knight flies way faster than Kirby. And I am going to burn my lives to this thing, aren't I? Of course, it's not the cloud itself, it's one of his mooks. And now we can begin the fight proper. You always begin the fight with this lightning attack you see here. He's going to swoop down. He's doing this again. I rarely see him do this more than once. And there we go. Now we're in Yogurt Yard. Let's enter Yogurt Yard and die immediately. So now we're just back to where we started in terms of like, yeah, that's what I meant by even the umbrellas can hurt you. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, it feels good to do that whenever possible. But yeah. Ugh. I'm just breezing through this game like as someone who's played this game way too many times in succession, I tend to just breeze through it as much as possible. At this point, I probably have almost everything in this game memorized. Like, everything is just up to memory. That one up right there, I always seem to miss that one, but I have a sneaking suspicion on where it is. So you guys screaming at me to get that one up, there's a chance you might get your wish, because I might know where one is. But yeah. I do miss the spin slash that Kirby gets. But yeah. So many doors. See? Like that. I can't believe I ignored this one up for so long. Well, guess what, Bonkers? It's just you and me. Of course, I can't just finish Bonkers. I have to make sure that the body doesn't explode on me. Could've sworn there was another Waldy on the heel. Hey, we're making some lives back, so bonus. So of course this level I'm not trying to short hop, what the heck? That was my fault. I don't like these enemies in a row. I know why they're there. Of course, we have wheels to deal with. It's the wheel deal. Real steel, stainless wheel. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about because this project is almost over. I'm not sure what else to say about this game besides the fact that, well, I mean, it's an important part of Kirby's history, and me dying a lot. I'm practically back where I started in terms of lives. Ugh. Fortunately, we cannot get a version of Wheel that we can just have fun with, because only Kirby can have Wheel. Ugh. Like, can't just me removing their apple be, like, enough? Goodness. There we go. Now we're in the next room. Now we can get a heal. And get a 1-up. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get that. Ugh. Oh wait, I know what this room is. This room sucks. Like, seriously. That's what always happens every time I'm in this room. I never get through this room without taking damage. This room is like a perfect runner's worst nightmare if they're doing it without copy abilities because of how tight these things are. Ugh. And yeah. So yeah, like some cases you're just gonna have to just fly over it because you have no choice. Like, I don't think damage buffering can help you, but ugh, in case like that, oof. Ugh. I'm gonna lose another life here, aren't I? Because I always tend to lose a life in this stage. There's always gonna be those stages I just lose a life in, always. But guess what? It's Meta Knight again, and guess what? He's brought in his karate choppers. Always so easy to get hit in this fight. Come on. One more. There you are. Die there. And now we're back to daytime. Meta Knight, please climb the thing. Usually I'm just trying to be careful here. So much for being careful then. Now I'm back to where I started at the beginning of the game. I swear. Yes, game. I mean, phone. Just jump over this because, yeah, I don't want to deal with all that. There's just some things that are better worth jumping over than to just try to platform through. Because it's torture. And guess what? Guess what? There we go. Ugh. And you wanna know what's something you get to do if you are in the ball ability, stone ability, or something like that? Yeah, that is always satisfying. But but fortunately, in this case, we have a level that is very easy to get its button in as Meta Knight. Because all you need is just enough gumption. And bam! Fall into the button. And that's you a free health refill. It's just like always when I see a button, it's just a free health refill, and yeah. But they shower health refills sparsely throughout the stages and such. But now it's time to face Fire Lion. As you can tell, it's no longer purple. And as you can tell, Fire Lion is now his recognizable "I'm going to kill you" self. There we go. Ugh. And that's the stage. With one more stage to go. And I already know where this secret is. I do not need a... Well, I did not need a hammer, but I know I needed a tomato. Tomate. Hey. Just flatten those tires and such. Like, if you're just fast enough, you'll be able to outrun these. This level's pretty darn short. Like, I'm already at the end of it. Like, a lot of these levels can be pretty short because I already know enough of the set pieces and such. And, yeah. Before I unlock the warp zone, we get back an extra life. And, if we didn't swim right there, we would have died. Come on, Meta Knight. And away we go. It's time to fight Heavy Mole. And yes, Meta Knight's sword can too break the freaking walls. Just be careful of Heavy Mole's range or your own weapon. There we go. And now we're in Orange Ocean. I almost read it as Ocean Orange for a moment. Yep, it's time for the ocean that I discussed all the Mountain Dew flavors because it's a summer day. Or a summer evening. You know what, I might as well show what's in here. Basically, it's Fan, but you won't be able to have the option well, you won't have the option to basically, inhale and, well, you won't have the option to do anything. This is practically a trap. Ugh. But yeah, now that you know what's in here, well, now you know. Fortunately, we do not need to use any sort of restore points to basically have another shot to get this next weapon or next switch. Just gotta be careful here. So those hotheads have some seriously stupid aim. Go in here. You get a health refill, which is always nice. You gotta be careful. And another one up. Gotta break even. And of course, a switch. And then just blaze through the stage. Admittedly, because of my rhythm game fanatic talking to me, I am immediately reminded of Resort Anthem whenever I see this kind of color palette. There's something exciting about being at like a resort where it's just time away and energy is high and such. Gotta stop. I better stop myself before I get too rosy and such. Yeah, I'm not getting that, but I know I can get instead. Ooh! Dang Scarfies. Thank you, invincibility frames. I hit the shot so on the way down. That's amazing. However, like you can already tell that I'm already blazing through the stages because of Meta Knight's sheer speed and knowledge of the game. So it's basically me just trying to do a race to the finish and such. But, like, Meta Knight has all access to all the tools he can muster. Like, all tools that Kirby would need separate copy abilities just to access. And, it's just all about, careful, like, usage of them. And already we're at the end of the level, so... Ugh, dang it. Like, we're almost at the end of the game already. This is practically the finale of our victory lap. So, yeah. Because after this, it's Rainbow Resort. And it shouldn't take us too long to get through everything Rainbow Resort has to offer. Man, I went down for a reason. Ooh! Ooh. Of course, like, we could have just avoided Bonkers altogether, being real here. Okay. Okay, that's probably the first time I've gotten that one up. Hup. You know, it's Orange Ocean, but why when I got shot into the sky, I see a blue sky? I was expecting an orange sky. Also, you gotta be prepared for whenever you exit that part, because, I learned that the hard way. And that too! Wait. If I can stop getting hit by things. But yeah, end the level already. Oh right, I keep forgetting to be careful around here. But yeah. This is, again, Orange Ocean, basically, just look for every single button is, like, every level has a button. This is where most of the buttons are. I thought the game would have kept me downward stabbing. Like that. Like, there's a reason why that, yeah, that, Waldo is there. Like, that Waldo is not there in the original. But as you can tell, when you know a place for lives, well, you're going to accumulate a lot of them, and, you're going to need them for this mode. Of course, another button. And, we're almost done here. Honestly, I'm glad I was able to do another Let's Play because, like, I'm able to do another Let's Play, while after Ape Escape, because, well, after Ape Escape and before September, because, the one thing I really didn't want to do with Freedom Planet 2 is have you guys wait all the way until September, so that way, like, I can do the Freedom Planet 2 as the, 10th LP. So, I decided to do a different project for Let's Play number 11. But, yeah. Oh, no you don't. Just get up high as possible. Shimmy and dance along to the very... Okay, good. I am impressed that worked. But, yeah. Fortunately, when getting this Switch as Meta Knight, it's way less of a hassle because, one, Meta Knight's sword can ignite things. So no matter how much the game would like to tell me to basically tell me no, you will not activate the secret, I will activate this secret. So Yeah, just the moment you see that, get up there as soon as possible. And bam! Already we're at, like, wow. One more level, one more button for this world, and soon we'll be facing off with our doppelganger. Ugh. Just go under here. Okay. This is like the quickest switch in the entire stage. There's our warp zone. And now we're in the part where if we die here, well, the UFOs go away. And I tried keeping that UFO, but the game just said no. Because there are nothing but Scarfies and UFOs in this stage, the most in any stage. How about we take that bottom path in this game now? It's time for Mr. Frosty. And that was Twin Frosty. In actuality, I think I should have taken this path much earlier because that is much faster and much easier to fight. Yeah. But, you don't really get any rewards for it. But guess what? That is going to change really soon. Time to face Meta Knight's doppelganger. Ooh. Like, how are you supposed to avoid damage that way? Like, seriously! Ice physics and such. Ugh. Okay. There we go. The fact that I did that with 1 HP. Well, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die at the next boss. So, if you guys know why I reset, but guess what? It's time for Meta Knight to face his doom. Well, once more with gusto. Now I wish he had this health bar. Ugh. That was a really gutsy play. I'm not going to be able to do that again if I tried, because I was playing with fire there. But I pressed down. But yeah, I knew I was going to lose a life there because I was down to 1 HP, and yeah. So instead of this darkness we had in the original, we are going through ice. Lots and lots of ice. And this is where some of our last switches are going to be. Like, fortunately, we do not have to constantly change copy abilities as we go here. Ugh. And my most satisfying thing to do was to take out that enemy that just respawned. I was trying to press downward stab, but But yeah. But of course, we are in the final world, so my final thoughts on the project is that I wanted to start doing Kirby Let's Plays, and I'm glad I was able to make something like this happen in the span of a couple of months and such. After Ape Escape, well, I wanted to do 2 Let's Plays, and I was glad to at least make one of those Let's Plays happen. And I was glad to make a lot of other stuff happen as well, such as being able to do a few more a few more things and such, and I'm gonna die. I always hate facing hard mode fan because it just won't stop moving. And barely suffers any fatigue time. There we go. You stay put. Now for hard mode Bugsy. Already, he's always gonna charge first. Ugh. We're already past an hour. I would need way more time to play this game and practice it to try to beat Meta Nightmare mode in under an hour, because I'm sure I can do it, but this Let's Play has already taken me long enough in terms of time period because of a lot of things in life. But hey, 5 1-ups. Let's gather them because we surely need them. So yeah, upon the many deaths and such, upon a lot of research and a lot of practice and being able to record off an Elgato, I was really happy that I got to do this. Because, well, Kirby's a series I wanted to do, and I would happily jump into some of my favorites in the series. But I do have to start somewhere, and of course, the series origins such as Kirby's Dreamland. Nowadays, it's just a footnote on where Kirby's adventures started, but it was what kickstarted this entire epic of a series that I just enjoyed talking about. Like, I have friends that enjoy these games just as much. Like, some of my favorite Kirby games come from his 2.5D era, where he was he had much more grander, more epic adventures, because not only was his controls super refined, and not only are the abilities so fun to use, but it's also due to the fact that Kirby, it's a culmination of how Kirby has evolved and how Kirby's stories can tell much more epic things. And I always enjoy talking about the stories of Kirby because it's just a lot of lore to talk about, a lot of things to talk about, just everything. And we wouldn't get that far. Well, we wouldn't get that far without dying, but we wouldn't get that far if it weren't for games like Kirby's Adventure and such. Because Kirby had to go through... Man, this world does not want me to record. We had to go through a lot of Kirby's experimental and pain-growing years. People like the dark elements that Dark Matter trilogy introduced, and I don't blame them. It's interesting how such an innocent game could have something so sinister and so dark to think about. It's one of those Wham episode type of deals, where it's just like, goodness gracious, not everything is sunshine and rainbows, but that doesn't mean everything has to be doom and gloom. Like, you can do something about it, and you have a lot of power within you. It's feeling that power. It's having fun with that power. And Kirby is the protagonist that speaks, everyone needs a friend. People need friends to help them through their lives. People need friends to just to get them through their tougher points. People need friends in case something doesn't suffice with their families and such. And people deserve to have, people deserve to have friends because they need the right friend to come by. And we're not sure when that friend will come by. But we know that, it'll be at the right time and at the right place. Ugh! Okay, that's what I get for trying to outspeed the bombers. I was just barely out of reach. Deh! Meta Knight got ran over. Try that again. I always have trouble with certain bosses with Meta Knight. Like, this makes a lot more sense in terms of aesthetics and such. But, yeah. But, yeah. Kirby was a part of my childhood. Kirby was part of my pantheon of game series I really enjoy. Ugh. It's a lot easier to get this with Meta Knight, I swear. And, like, it's helped me make friends, it's helped me discover, it's helped me make friends, it's helped me discover more games and series and such. And, games like Kirby's Dreamland 2 introduced me to the series. Kirby 64, I remember my brothers playing, but I never got to play myself, and I'm looking to change that. Guess what? Meta Knight's in a game he never was in! Woo! And Air Ride was a game I spent a lot of time on as a kid. Like, it wasn't the next Kirby game I wanted, but it was still a darn fun game. I always enjoyed going through City Trial and such. And it's why I spent a lot of time in Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. That Smash Run game. That's something I wish was in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ultimate in roster, but not in features. Like, there is... Like, fighting mechanics is where the Ultimate features start and end with Ultimate. Because what good is having an Ultimate roster of stages and such if there's, like, not really a lot of fun to be had? But enough about my unpopular opinions about Super Smash Bros. It's just that, like, just, there are games that I love to play to kill time, and, like, my first Kirby game that I would fully play and beat myself, that would be Kirby Superstar Ultra, a game that I'm going to have to emulate because it was never made available on the eShop. Like, come on, Superstar Ultra, put it on, like, remake that game, re-release it somehow, even if you have to get rid of the second screen, because that game is too good to not re-release. I don't care about there being Superstar Original. The Superstar Ultra has the additional content. It's what kept your defining standard of the series so dear. Oh, but yeah. There are some Kirby games I can't wait to get to. I can't wait to get to Kirby Plant Robobots. I can't wait to get to Return to Dreamland. I can't wait to get to Canvas Curse, Rainbow Curse, Squeak Squad. Like, the good ones, the awkward ones, and such. I can't wait to get to all of those. But of course, our adventure's gotta end here. Let's finally end this Let's Play. So, yeah. It's time to face Meta Knight, King Dedede. King Dedede's facing Meta Knight. I am facing King Dedede. But yeah. King Dedede is a little more interesting to fight because, this is what happens when you don't listen to Meta Knight, King Dedede. Look how close I was. Round 2. Okay, I am going to... Oh yeah, the shockwave. So yeah. You have to approach King Dedede differently because you don't really have a inhale ability. Just gotta be careful with getting the hits in. Because there are things that King Dedede will do if you're not careful enough. And And that is the Let's Play. And there you go. That is it for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. I know there's still some bonus content to cover. I don't know how soon I'll cover the bonus content. It won't be very much. If anything, I'd likely be talking about additional, like, be trying to redo minigames and such. But I'd likely be just the extra mode in Kirby's Dream Land 1, considering how short that game is. But, yeah. That is another Let's Play wrapped up. Next time we meet in the Kirby series, we are going to be doing Kirby's Dream Land 2, my first Kirby game ever, and I'm going to finally beat it this time. And next time we meet in terms of Let's Plays, it's finally time to play Freedom Planet 2. Like, goodness, we've waited so long for that game. I've waited so long. That game was still in development the moment I started my Let's Playing and such. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to donate, there's a couple of links in the description. Any amount helps. If you want to follow any future series, you can hit subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be on your way. But you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought is always appreciated. With that said, I hope you're taking good care of yourself. I shall now bid adieu to Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland.